What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pfispeed. We are still here on Sho'nuff. Jamie made it back last night. Quick trip to Florida.
Quick trip.
Got his hot rod all lowered and looking all sweet.
Yep.
But we're back on Sho'nuff. So this morning we came right in and we started messing with it. We found we had a Fuel Tech Hall sensor here and a little adapter, so we kind of went and got that all to fit in there.
This sensor we had actually got, we use these as speed sensors a lot.
Yeah.
So I had a couple of them laying around. And we started looking at it. It looks about the same depth and everything.
Yep. So we're about to test that and see if we can have a cam sensor yet and make this thing fire when we want it to. So let me plug things in and get this thing ready. Let me see. Let me see.
Ignition. It's on diagnostic.
No, put it on a Hall because this is a Hall.
What's my angle on here? 540 is what I'm at right this second. Alright, ready whenever you are, buddy.
Alright, see if we can get a cam sensor here. Nope. Let's do a quick oscilloscope.
I see it in there.
I see it in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's right. It is right, and it looks like it's working right.
Yeah.
And we have like full strength, it looks like.
Yep.
Now I'm like, what? A little bit lost here at the moment, but it was set to FT 450, 550.
Well, it was.
Unless that
we had changed it so many times. Because we had it on.
Because I've never got anything but 0.
Diagnostic.
Yeah, it should have been on diagnostic.
VR differential.
But that
600,
one time I saw
and then
it.
we put it on not used. Yeah, we had tried a bunch of different ones. Because that one time where we had put it up here, when I threw it back, I accidentally put it on the 450, 550 one, and then we switched it back to the 600.
I'm just thinking.
Okay. Crank it for me real quick. Let's just see if we get any.
There was no alerts all weekend. There's our bug.
I mean, you're right. It could have been for me accidentally clicking the 450.
I don't know if that would do anything.
We should check.
Yeah, let's find out. Sho'nuff is a bully. Why are all my cars bullies? Jerks. Alright guys, so we got her all solved. We got to try to figure out starting it, but we got the cam sensor reading. The problem here was in the software under Windows filter detection angle. That was set at 1 degree. Now it being at 360 degrees, it'll give us way more resolution. So this being at 1 degree and this was at 540 means that it was only looking between 539 and 541. So it only had this small window to try to find the sensor. And since the sensor wasn't there, it couldn't find it. I've done it since, and it's at 586, so let me crank it, and we'll check that out. So there you go. Now it reads. Now we can work on firing it, make it run like normal. Goof and I were just talking about the transfer case. Let them know what you were just telling me.
So I have the high pointing gear and everything, but right after the IFO, we got the PPG shaft, and with the PPG shaft, it's serviceable at the track wherever. You don't need a press to take it all apart, to take the gears off and stuff. Once you pop this off, you can get the bearing and everything loose, pull the spider gear
cover off.
Yeah, because you have to you pull this one off, but you can't just pull it apart until this cover off comes off too. It is held together all tight, so you have to pull both covers off, and then everything frees up, and you're able to pull the nuts off and pull it all apart.
Okay.
And then the shaft will just slide out of everything. It doesn't need a press to be pressed out.
Okay. Because we've got a high point gear that we need to put in this. You want to show us that real quick?
Yeah, I haven't.
And what's this one do? This makes the transfer case way strong.
Yep, this is what everybody's using to bust out consistent 1.2s, 1.3s, and not worry to have servicing it every 2-3 passes, you know.
And 1.2, 1.3, you're talking 60-foot tires.
60 foot,
yeah. So this thing could potentially really get after it once we start turning things up. So sick week, we're still thinking we might just run on the gate until maybe the last day.
Yeah.
And then it'd be cool, pretty cool if Shane ran Ruby.
Right.
Look
cool.
at that. That is cool.
Yep.
So we haven't put one of these together. So this is something that Shane and I may be learning. We don't want to learn the hard way either.
Yep. But I do have a couple stock ones out in the box truck I can look at and see what makes them tick and everything before I
get into it.
There,
yeah, that's what we need to do.
They're all already apart, but I can see what they consist of.
And then we're gonna bring one of those with. Can we bring one of those as a spare?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
So that's the one that connects to the yoke, and it'll go right into this guy to make it all-wheel drive.
Dang. And what's this? That's like your shims.
These are the shims. So this is the spacer and shim kit. So I had already bought a solid shim before I had got the high point gear and everything, not knowing it comes with its
solid
own
shim?
solid shim.
So you got a spare?
So I have a spare. I mean, or you know,
I'm sure you'll be doing another diff, yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Something.
I've got another one. It's good. Good to have. Always.
We were waiting for this part to come out.
Yep.
A long time.
Long time.
Yeah, that's cool.
was working on it hard, testing it. Now it's here.
Shout out to O-Stream.
Yeah.
I got the transfer case all back together with the new high point gear in there.
Yep, PPG high point gear. Just need to torque the front nut here. I've got this one torqued to 87, which is factory Honda spec. And then I've been trying to find this one. This one's hard to find on Google. Everyone thinks I'm talking about the axle nut when I'm looking at it. So
Oh.
it's hard to find it, but I'll find it. Get it all torqued down.
It's looking great. So I'll go up in here and be a whole lot stronger.
Oh yeah.
Mario, you got a trailer for us?
Yeah, man, I got a little trailer last year when we were gonna go on race week, and then didn't end up getting to use it, so it's just been sitting. So I was like, if you guys are looking for a trailer, you might as well
Yeah, that's awesome. And you mind if we mod it out?
go for it, man. Like, it's
Cool.
literally, you guys can keep it here, whoever needs it for any race week
Nice.
type of stuff.
That's what we were thinking, of converting things over to all race week type
Yeah.
stuff. So let's check it out.
Time last year because I was having all those issues. And Jamie's like, stuff everything in the car, and then it ended up working out good.
Dang, it even fits in the back of a truck.
Yeah, it's tiny, man. It's like super light.
It is tiny, This looks perfect.
Yeah.
Let the modding begin, son. What a unit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were running these for race week, and then you can like disconnect it, and then like people were just rolling it around.
Yeah.
You don't have to like back it up all crazy and everything.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the easiest to back up.
Oh, it won't be bad.
Yeah, are you guys like taking like a whole spare block and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gas cans, tires, wheels. So that's why we were talking about building some deals so like the tires could bolt to the corners. You know what I mean? And then have an area for fuel jugs, for the short block. You know, just different things. So
No, that would be nice because then you don't have to like unload
toolbox.
everything out of the car
yeah.
at every single track. So.
Dang, look at there. We got ourselves a little trailer. I can't wait to see the CRX towing it home.
Yeah.
Just to try it. This is sweet. Good old Mario coming through.
Yeah, I'm guessing you guys got a million things to do still.
1,000,001. You're just gonna try to torque it in the car.
Let me hold it. No. Line up the...
You got $1 or two?
It's just got one. It's like right here.
There it goes. I thought it was an exhaust.
It sounds like one, but why is it back here? Yeah, here it's more back.
He was thinking the lost motion was So I thought the exhaust. Unplug this.
Intake manifold. Put your finger right here. Yeah. Feel it?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
DGR.
It is. That's why it sounds like it's
DGR port. Your EGR port's open. That clicking sound? So this new manifold must not have a block for it.
Yeah, I feel like.
Oh, it's coming out the side right here. Huh?
Yeah, it's coming out the side right here.
Yeah, it's coming out the side of the intake manifold. It's the EGR.
I was wondering.
I stuck my finger right here.
I see the
And
smoke.
I felt exhaust and stuff right there.
Yep, we found it, dude.
That's why it sounded like
Yep.
an exhaust leak, so you were right.
It sounded like it was out, but I thought it was in the back of the head.
That's what we said. It's over here, and then Jamie put his finger down there. He's like, I feel air. And I was like, EGR valve.
So
Hey, we solved something. So,
Pull the intake manifold off. That honestly looks pretty easy.
yeah, this isn't too bad. The bottom bolts are going to suck. Alright, just about got this thing off. Just at the end of the studs here. Just barely. There we go.
This one again? I thought you pushed it out or something.
Oh, look. That part of the gasket blew the corner out. See it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can help you with that. There it was. So we'll get that fixed, put this back together, and keep prepping this hot rod out. He got the transfer case put together. We've got an alternator now. The trailer hitch is on the way. The trailer showed up. So what else we got, kiddo?
We need to do lights and a horn.
Lights and a horn, okay. So that's next on my list, is do some lights and a horn. He's been working on this thing like crazy. He just got this new 80-inch shifter installed, new brake handle. This thing is looking sweet. Now, as you guys know, race week's no joke. And to do it in a H series engine, which is the 2.3 liter, big engine from the 90s, one of my favorite engines. And Shane has got it adapted to a B series transmission. All in all, making a little over 700 horsepower. This thing is a rocket. So I think I'm gonna dive in. Do we got the plugs for the headlights, or we gotta dig those up? Or they're already well wired? Oh, okay, so it's just juice up these.
This wired too. It's plugged in. This one's got
a lead. Okay.
Yeah. The backs are ran all the way to the front, and they're tied together right here. But that's where I stopped.
Okay. So you have wires from the rear. Do you have wires going to the brake lights as well, or do we need to?
Yeah, it's all the factory wire.
Oh, it's the factory wiring we're into.
I just took the plug off, and then I power probed until the lights worked and figure out turn signals and everything.
Well, that works.
All together.
All right, so you got a brake light switch here. So that makes my life a little bit easier. Very cool. Our chariot for the week. And then something interesting of Goofy Build's car is, see this battery up here? We probably need to move it down below so no one gets hit with it. But that is the battery that actually powers the ECU, the fuel injectors, and the coils. But that's all it runs. The rest of the car, the fuel pump,
the boost solenoid little stuff, but yeah, it runs all the ECU electronics.
It's interesting. First time I've seen it, and now we're gonna find out how it works really soon. So he's gonna try to drive this home as soon as we get this stuff worked out. So I better get to work, try to get some of this done.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we elected to use the factory combo switch off of one of our CRXs, and we just need to go ahead and get this thing off, and we'll get that put in the car. But it's this plug right here is the turn signals. So I've started pinning this some. This will go in here like this. This is our power, and then we've got left and right turn signals right there. All right, you can see here Goofy already got the combo switch installed and ready to go. I've got my pigtail on it, and I just need to make a little harness from this side to our relays, and that'll be good to go. And Goof's over here moving his drill battery. Like I said, the drill battery actually runs the car, and so far it's worked really good. So, yeah. See, this is a little part from Nitrous Express. They made a little billet battery holder, and the battery just slides on in.
Yeah.
Got your big power and ground. It's pretty interesting, I think. It's wild. Something I've never tried, but we're gonna try it in this. All right, so horns installed. She honks. Kind of muffled because it's mounted underneath the headlight, but it's on there, it works. We're good. Yep. Dang. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and then I got the alternator connected and ran all the way to it, and so it's all bolted down and ready to go.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting old. All right, we got the power wire connected there. Okay, we may just have to pull it down and make sure that there's room. If not, we need to put that one nut there and then put another nut on the other side, because it seems like it's stuck into the plastic. So Goofy got the shaft. Yep. We're gonna go put that in and try to test this alternator out. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, this is sweet.
All right, so we're working up on modifying the viscous mount now. So we're lowering the viscous just a little bit because this 3-inch tube is quite a bit bigger than our old one, and even with where the viscous coupler mount was originally, we only had the thickness of our V-belt in between here and the body. So to get everything situated nicely, and it'll even give us a little bit more on our tripod here, we're gonna lower it and it'll straighten everything out. It'll clean everything up. Man, that thing over there sounds good. It'll straighten everything out, it'll clean everything up, and it'll make this viscous coupler locked in there. So right now we had it mounted to the cage off of these tabs. Let me grab my flashlight. It was just right here. It's gone. Oh, I know where it is. So these tabs here are welded to the cage, and that is what held the viscous coupler before, but now we bent the tabs to where they're gonna bolt to the angle iron, and then the angle iron is where the viscous is gonna ride inside of, just like a little channel in there. So it could, theoretically, I mean, it's locked in pretty much. It's almost a cage, but it just doesn't have a little bottom loop to it. You can see though, those tabs are all the way to each side. This thing is in there. Sean is going at it.
All right, so we just got the rear 2 bolt holes with our mounts drilled, and then I went ahead and marked our front holes because I can't get a drill bit into those locations because they're a little closer to the floor. And we're gonna leave these clamps to the viscous coupler because we need to drill from the inside down to get those bolt holes lined up. So they're already clamped to where the coupler is going to live on them. So once it comes down, we can drill those holes and then our other holes, and then Shane can put the bolts in and it'll bolt up.
Alright Shane, well I got the other bracket done, just got a bolter to it, and I'd probably just leave these bolts just a fuzz loose just so they can pivot in so it goes into the other brackets a little more easier, give you like a little wedge effect, and slip it up in there, bolt her in.
Awesome, thank you.
So much better.
Yeah.
So we made a new viscous mount. Sean worked his magic in there, and we got the whole drive shaft a whole lot better, straighter. Very pleased with that. We got our alternator. We still need to test that bad boy.
Well, now with the drive shaft in, you can.
Yeah. What do you think, Goof?
That's what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, that's awesome. With this new shaft, there was just no room up there. Now we've got some space, and it looks better overall. So the front one's straight
to 3-inch, right?
Yeah, it's 3-inch now. So next will be some drive shaft loops
Within 6 inches of every joint.
Every joint, yeah.
So we'll get.
Do you need to do it at a slip joint?
Yeah, probably.
That's what I don't know. I know at this one, and that one.
The way the rule is written, and it says universal joint, technically that's a different type of joint than a universal, so.
I think it's just 3 that we need.
But it'd be safe to have it.
No pogo sticking.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen them wad up. Roman wadded up a couple.
So we just got to re-drill these ends for the 3/8 bolts, and then that is totally done. Very cool.
Is that at a point where you could drive it in the air to test the
We think so.
alternator?
Yeah, we think
I
so.
tightened all the bolts as much as I could.
And you got that all wired down here?
Yep.
Yep.
It's just one wire. You don't even need
Yep.
an exciter.
Don't need any exciters, no. Yeah, let's try it.
I can put my battery tracker on it. It's on the discharge.
Right? Your dash won't though.
No, because his dash is off the Milwaukee.
Yeah, my dash won't.
What bolt alternator is it?
Yeah, that'll mess with. That's messing with my brain already.
Yeah, it's gonna screw with you big time.
Yeah. We have to learn something.
Yeah. So it's
All
like
right.
he's gonna have to have his phone app attached to his battery out here, so you know the volt, or just put like a manual gauge inside.
Yeah.
off the battery.
Something.
12 volts right now.
Drive. Keep driving. You might gotta try different. Go bigger gear. All right, it went up to 12.5. 1285. So the alternator is working.
I think once you're steady cruising,
Yeah.
I mean, we only have 4 gears, so you're going to be up around 3,500 anyways.
Yep. That's it. That's all it needs to do. Alternator charges.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Awesome.
And the exhaust leaks gone.
They already blinked.
Horns works. Blinks works.
Brakes.
I gotta do the brakes.
Okay.
So brake switch is next. So find me that plug. Oh, this is exciting. Or no one's ever done this with these caliber of Hondas.
No, me, Dan, and Mario did it in low 10-second cars.
Yeah. Now here we are.
Well, let's go with 8-second cars.
Shooting for the world.
Talk us into some crap.
Hey,
It's fun.
I just think they always say it can't be done, so that means we should do it.
Who else is gonna try it?
Oh yeah. It worked. That's it.
Where's this guy going to?
I used to have a...
Well guys, that's gonna do it for us. We are tuckered out. Sean's ready to go home.
Yep.
It is late. We've worked hard. I've got to edit this, and we've got a whole lot more to do tomorrow. So we appreciate you guys hanging out, being a big part of our channel. Grab some parts, grab some merch. Grab your trailing arms, grab your fuel techs, grab all that stuff from the website. We'd love to support you and help you out. We've also got our Pulsar Class Legal Turbos. Got a stack of those for sale. You guys can pick those up. We've seen some rad gains with those. And for 62mm, make nearly 900 horsepower. That's pretty badass. So we appreciate you guys' support. Give us a like, subscribe. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. All right, so we got Shane's blinkers working. All that stuff's coming together real good. And we're gonna try to start this thing on all 4. Jamie hasn't heard it, so. And we've got the cam sensor working in here, so bonuses everywhere. All right, let's get that cam sync number.
581. So.
All right, now let's start it for real. Yeah! There we go, boys.
I've got throttle response too.
Oh yeah, she crispened right up. Got her all synced up. Sho'nuff, we're ready to jam. Whee! All right, now the video's over.